The United States must win the economic and security battle with China. Protecting America's semiconductor advantage is at the center of this important battle. U.S. and allied export controls on advanced semiconductor technologies imposed beginning in 2022 were designed to constrain China's AI and high-end chip development. However, since 2022, Beijing's long-standing drive for semiconductor self-reliance has accelerated, threatening domestic and allied companies and our national security. The Semiconductor Controls Effectiveness Act, which I introduced with Congressman Issa, requires comprehensive review of the impact and effectiveness of our semiconductor export controls on the PRC. This legislation aims to strengthen export controls on advanced AI chips and improve congressional oversight to prevent the flow of U.S. technology to competitors. We need to understand the impact of our current export control regime on the PRC military, intelligence, and surveillance capabilities, the PRC's ability to develop, manufacture, and acquire advanced integrated circuits, and the PRC's indigenous semiconductor industry, its revenue, and global market share. We know the facts. Chinese semiconductor companies are rapidly growing, so now is the time to conduct a serious assessment of our export control regime to determine whether our current policies are having their intended effect. No such assessment can be made without the input of the semiconductor industry itself. Given the complex and deeply interconnected nature of the semiconductor supply chain, a proposal aimed at one part of the industry can have a disproportionate impacts across the technology stack. The feedback from the industry itself is critical to accomplish our mission of maintaining the United States' technological edge and closing critical gaps in our export control regime. Notably, the bill also requires the assessment to include recommendations from State, Commerce, Director of National Intelligence as to how Congress can refine our existing export control regime, bolster enforcement efforts, and close diversion loopholes. Although this committee is taking action to prevent the PRC from bypassing U.S. export controls, it is critical that our national security agencies, in partnership with the semiconductor industry, provide Congress with recommendations as to what policy changes truly work and achieve the desired effect, constraining China's AI and high-end chip development. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for bringing this important bill up for a vote today. The window to secure America's semiconductor advantage is narrowing. Left unchecked, China could render U.S. and allied export controls irrelevant. Now is the time for Congress to work together in a bipartisan manner to assess and strengthen our export control regime. Our economic and national security is at stake. Thank you. I yield back.